Okay, let's talk about your social media feed here in Kenya. Right now, it's basically a 24/7 digital pharmacy, isn't it? You've got WhatsApp, TikTok, Facebook, and they are all just packed with miracle cures and quick health fixes. So the big question is, in this absolute flood of information, how do we separate the life-saving advice from the truly life-threatening stuff? All right, let's dive in and unmask some of these digital quacks.
And let's be crystal clear about what's at stake here. This is not about harmless old traditions or simple home remedies. These false cures, as our sources point out, are dangerous. They can make you delay getting proper medical help, and they can cause real physical harm. And you know what? They're also cruel because they prey on the hopes of people who are sick and desperate, often taking everything they have.
So here's our roadmap for the next few minutes. We're going to start with what's being called the digital infodemic. Then we'll dissect some of the most viral scams out there. After that, we'll look at what a real scientific approach to health looks like, uncover the real-world harm these myths cause, and finally, arm you with the tools you need to make safer choices. First up, the infodemic. Now, this isn't just about spotting a few fake stories. The real problem is the sheer volume of information, good, bad, and everything in between, that's coming at us all at once. It makes it almost impossible to find reliable, trustworthy guidance when you actually need it the most. Now, what's really fascinating and kind of scary is how each social media platform has its own special flavor of misinformation. On WhatsApp, you've got those forwarded messages from a friend or an auntie, those zombie claims that just never die, often shared as a voice note to make it feel more personal and believable. Then you jump over to TikTok. It's all about slick, short videos targeting young people with dangerous myths like detox products. And Facebook? Well, the groups there have become these echo chambers for so-called miracle cures, directly targeting and exploiting people who are already struggling with chronic illnesses. All right, let's pull back the curtain on a couple of the biggest myths that are making the rounds right now. We're going to look at everything from these high-tech digital conspiracies to how traditional remedies are being twisted and misused online. We have to be blunt about this one, because it is one of the most destructive lies out there. On one side, you have the viral claim that this life-saving vaccine is some kind of evil plot. But on the other side, you have the scientific fact, the reality. And that reality is that the HPV vaccine is one of our best weapons against cervical cancer, which is, tragically, the #1 cancer killer of women here in Kenya. And right on cue, after the fear-mongering, comes the so-called solution. Influencers on TikTok and other platforms scare people about vaccines, and then, what a coincidence, they start selling a detox to fix it. But look, let's be clear. Experts say you just can't unring a bell. A vaccine works by teaching your immune system something. Once that lesson is learned, there is no special tea, no bath, no supplements in the world that can make your body unlearn it. It's a biological fantasy. Now let's shift gears to traditional medicine. It's a huge part of our culture. Up to 80% of us use it. But here's the paradox. Kenya doesn't have a strong legal framework to regulate it. And that means the door is wide open for quacks. They thrive on this very dangerous idea that if something is natural, it must be safe. But the truth is, many herbs have powerful active ingredients that can be seriously toxic if you get the dose wrong. So what does that risk actually look like? Well, it can be boiled down to one pretty sobering number. Take a look. 35%. Yup, that's the estimated percentage of all acute kidney injury cases in the developing world that are linked directly to traditional and herbal remedies. More than a third of these severe, often life-threatening organ failures are caused by unregulated treatments being sold as simple, natural cures. Okay, so if all that online guesswork and those risky remedies are the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's something doctors call evidence-based medicine. It's a reliable, systematic, and most importantly, proven way to look at health. Now, evidence-based medicine isn't just about what a textbook says. Think of it like a three-legged stool. The first leg is the best, most up-to-date scientific research out there. The second is the doctor's actual real-world experience. And the third leg, which is absolutely crucial, is you, the patient, your values, your circumstances, your life. All three have to work together. And this isn't some abstract idea. This is what it looks like in practice. This is the cover of the official guidelines for managing diabetes in Kenya, published by the Ministry of Health. It's not a secret document. It is the gold standard of care, built on decades of research and tailored for us. So, what does a guide like this recommend? You won't find a single mention of a miracle tea or a special route. No. Instead, you find a comprehensive, long-term plan. Things like early diagnosis, which means actually looking for the disease. Treatment that uses both proven medications and lifestyle changes to hit specific goals. And then regular screening, patient education, and access to essential medicines. This is how you manage a chronic disease. So now, let's look at what happens when people are lured away from this proven path. The consequences of following all that online hype aren't just theoretical, they are devastatingly real. This slide shows official alerts from our own pharmacy and poisons board in Kenya. And honestly, it is terrifying. We're talking about fake cancer drugs, like brands, being sold with zero active ingredient. Zero. Can you just imagine being a cancer patient, spending your money and your hope on what is essentially a sugar pill? This goes way beyond misinformation. This is a direct, deadly threat in our communities. And the danger also extends to products that we often assume are safe. That so-called natural cure can hide some really nasty surprises. High doses of popular supplements, things like green tea extract or turmeric, are now being linked to severe liver damage. Some traditional herbs contain something called aristolochic acid, which is a known cause of irreversible kidney failure. And worse, some of these products are illegally spiked with real prescription drugs, causing all sorts of dangerous and unexpected side effects. I know this can all feel pretty overwhelming, but knowledge really is power. So in this final section, we want to give you the tools you actually need to protect yourself and make truly informed decisions about your own health. So here it is. This is your essential checklist. First, always question the source. Who is this person? Do they have any real credentials? Second, look for details. Vague promises and no ingredient list? Huge red flags. Third, pay attention to how a message makes you feel. Misinformation is designed to make you angry or scared, because that's when you stop thinking critically. And finally, the golden rule. If you forget everything else, remember this. Always speak to a real health expert before you try anything you see online. And this right here really is the ultimate takeaway. The best antidote to online misinformation isn't trying to become an internet detective yourself. It's building a real relationship with our primary healthcare system. Your local doctor, your nurse, your clinician, that is the most reliable and personalized source of health information you will ever find. So we'll leave you with this final question to think about. In a world that runs on viral clicks and instant shares, where an algorithm is deciding what you see next, who are you really going to trust with your health? The influencer or the expert? The choice is yours.